Hello everyone, I hope you all will be fine. Today we are going to start Python for machine learning, first practical lesson in which in this chapter we will discuss environment of the Python because we are using Jupyter notebook. Here we click on this is the environment of the, click on the launch Jupyter notebook. The screen will appear like this. So this is its environment. Here we can see that lots of menus like other software has, cut cell, new create cell, saving, etc. So this is a cell just like the others. We This is a cell where we put the our command, because this is a interpreter based language, uh, process line by line. So for printing command, we just print the print command use like that, print info. As we put press control plus enter, output will be as like. So here it is another new cell. Here we can write the another codecs. So after introduction of this environment, we will the second next task is to see which package which application is already installed on this. So pip command is used for this purpose. Pip. By this command, we can install any package, we can uninstall any package, we can view which package is already, or which software, or which library is always used. So here we can pip list. If we want to list of the already installed libraries, control enter. Then after this will shows us the list of the already installed packages. We can say that package name and then its corresponding version that is already installed on this. So we can see that lots of packages and libraries are also already installed on this. So after that pip install, we will introduce its different commands that we are using here, like operators. Operators are just like plus operator, minus operator, slash operators for division, for modulus. These are all the operators that we are just like the other languages. We can put any for the power operator. We will use the double asterisk like this. This is used for the like 8 powers 2. Then what will be the output? We will say that 64. So these are some basics like other languages. Here we are going for the data structures that are some different from other languages. We can say that square list. First of all, create the new cell. First of all, we will like square list. So after this hash command is used for the commit section. These are negligible. Square list is a data set. For example, we have a square list having elements like 1, 3, 5, 1, it 4, and others are like 6 and 9. So these are the 6 elements, for example. So this is saved. Div cell. So if we see the elements of this, so definitely we will use print square list. As we run this command, the items of this square list are shown to the in front of us. So next, if you create the new cell, then this is also used for indexing. For example, we want to see second last element, or sixth element, or what is the fifth element. For example, we will write square list 5 and we run this command. So the fifth element is 9 and this is the list. So if similarly we can watch the other elements too. Next, data structure is can we discuss further, like if we want to see series of commits items, more than one items, then we use print square list of 3 to double dot fifth. Then it will shows us list item from fourth because it start from 0. So what will it shows the last two elements? You can say that it 4 and 6. So these are some basic operations that we are learning to see something. So similarly, there are few others operations in the data structure that is called indexing and slicing. Indexing and slicing. Indexing and slicing. So this data structure is used for the position of the each character starting from the 0. Slicing is getting the substring of that index. For example, we have an index name index it for services, and if we want to print so this is saved, create new cell. If we want from the index last item, last element, then what we do, print last element of index is we will give the index last elements command like index, and then we will put if the brace is -1, because index is used for the reverse process too. So it will shows the last element is S. Yes, it's right. Last element is S. And we can see that. So similarly, there are lots of operations like other operations like if we want to uh, if we want to first element, last element, middle element, wherever we can use this indexing. And others, second thing is slicing. Slicing is another useful if we want a chunk from this string or a list or index, then we will use the slicing techniques like a chunk from this index. So for slicing, we could use, for example, we want the word last three characters. For example, we want to see that. Then what we do, print last three characters. Then what we do, we use double commas for this purpose, and we will give the arguments like so total. If we count the total, it first is word 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So here we put 5 to 12. So what you have put, that's it shows that something wrong we are using something wrong. What we have done wrong here, we can see that we are using the wrong codec. I think what we have done is that index, sorry, we did not use index word. So now we started. So last three characters are ICE. 13 characters ICE. So if we put here 13, then it will show the last 4 characters ICE. So these are the different commands for the indexing and slicing. And if we move further, so what are the another data structure that is being used in this is a list data structure. List data structure is just like the list of the in the other languages like Visual Basic. So there are list data types hold elements of different and same data types together in a collection in sequential manners. एक तरतीब के साथ जो है वो ये डाटा हमारे पास सेव रखता है. इसके अंदर भी हम जो है ना वो स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट्स यूज़ करते हैं. एंड इसकी जो डिफरेंट कमांड्स है वो कौन सी है. फॉर एग्जांपल इसमें जो है वो लिस्ट डॉट रिवर्स commands, and to read the reverse elements, count command, sort, insert, remove, and like etc. These are the its famous operation that we can perform by the list command. For example, we have a list name A, have elements like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a list So what we could do with this, if we want to perform different operations are this. So if we append an element at the end, then we use a dot append uh, 8. So whatever this, so this command add 8 at this in this list E. So if we want to confirm this that it is, then we check this by printing E. So what it shows, that it shows the 8 elements from 1 to 8. So similarly, reverse command, insert command, append command, and like that command, different commands can be used. Sort command, append, insert, these are can also use with the list data structure. So here it is another data structure called tuple data structure. So we commits tuples data structure. So what is used for? This is similar to the list command with two major differences. That is, firstly, these are enclosed in the list command is enclosed in the big brackets, but this is used in the small brackets, and these are for example, it's index command, count command. These are the its favorites command. Index, count. These are its famous commands that are used for indexing and slicing as well. So tuples, there is no major difference between tuples and list, just because of its immutable priority, that they are not can be changed during the execution of the programs. Other operations like count and similarly we can perform on this. Another data structure that is being used is sets command. Sets, it is an unordered collection of data, meaning not in the orders. So curly braces are used for this purpose, like these, and its famous commands are union command, intersection command. Similarly, its famous pop command, add command, remove. So through the sets data structure, we can find the union, intersection, pop. We can pop the elements, we can add the elements, we can remove the elements. These are its famous operation that we perform in this. So I am not doing it's practical because shortage of time. We can add, remove, find the union, find the intersection of the sets, etc. by this data structure names sets. So another data structure that is also a famous data structure for the its name is dictionaries. So dictionary data structure in the Python is a data structure that store the value against its keys, basically key value pairs in form of pairs. So it's famous operation like dictionary A, dictionary B, multiple dictionaries. We can decide dictionaries are not allow duplicate keys and are mutable in the nature. So we can use the code for the dictionaries like sets and the other commands that we've already done. So what is the use of this dictionary command? Dictionary commands is used for basically a scenario where you will have to count the number of occurrences of an item in a list. Then you can use computer this using dictionary command. Another example is using dictionary like loop. If we are using a loop lookup file where we might search statistic data, etc., are using the different libraries. So I think it's enough for the its basic commands. For the Python, there are lots of basic operations where you can use numpy operations, etc. So it's enough for today, I think, and we should have to wind up. I hope you will learn some things.